Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I hope we're doing really, really well this morning. Good morning to Freddie and good morning to Roxy, if you are with us. Nice to see you, my dear. Hope everyone's good. I hope everyone is well today. It's Friday. If that even means anything for people anymore, I have no idea. But nonetheless, I thought I'd start us off with some nice, beautiful music, which I got from a site called Ben Audio. Thank you to Ben Audio for that. Okay, so before we begin, let's take some time to welcome in the day. Maybe you've done your breath work for this morning. Maybe you have not. Maybe you've never done it in your life. But if there's one thing I can say, the first thing you did when you entered this earth was take your breath, and it will be the last thing you do as well. So in between, let's take some conscious breaths to just ground and center ourselves. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. I hope the audio is okay today. I'm doing my best to produce some better audio, so do let me know. But in the meantime, let us take a couple of breaths. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. Take a normal breath in. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Take another normal breath in. Get ready to take a nice, big, deep breath in. Roll your shoulders back at the top. And then let it out. And another breath in. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Take another breath in. Hold. Roll your shoulders back. And let it out as slowly as you can. When you get to the bottom and your lungs are empty, hold it there, lock them empty. And take your final deep breath in. Hold. And let it out nice and slowly. You can return to your normal breath now. There's always time to find stillness in the day, no matter what is happening. Welcome. Welcome to a little bit of news, a little bit of what's on, a little bit of insights as we go along. So, I hope everyone is good today. Welcome to everyone who's joined us since then. We've got Steve Pipe on the live. We've got Stefan Papa Bears on the line. Good morning, Dad. Hope all are well wherever you are in the world. In Thailand, Steve, I think you're over like Yorkshire way, I want to say, but I could be totally wrong. It might be London way. I can't remember. Let us know if I've got it right or wrong, man. Anyway, we've got Adam on with us as well. Good morning to Adam. So let's see what is on the schedule for today. That's the wrong button. Share screen. I normally have this ready. Okay, so as ever, what I wanted to do was to create an easy system that people can find out what he's on every single day. There's so many people offering so many different things. I don't want to be or the platform people use. I've just made a system that's self-running, that anyone can log into, that anyone can just view at any single point. You don't even need a login, sorry. You just click some links. So you'll notice in the description above, I've now included a link for today, a link for the week, and a link to add your own. So if you want to see exactly what I'm seeing now, just click the link that says this is for today. If you want to see the whole week, if you want to if you know you're free on Saturday and you want to see what's on Saturday, click on the link for the week. And if you are a person or you know somebody who offers a service during this time right now, it might be that that's what their business already did. It might be that they're branching out a bit more, or maybe they just want to help a bit more. It doesn't really matter. But whatever is the reason, they can just fill out a little form that's one of those links, and they'll get added straight into this. So it's a nice, easy way for people to be able to contribute in with whatever they've got on offer, and at the same time anyone in the world can receive it. All times are in UK time, and they are post daylight savings. Very confident the post daylight savings. There's some older ones in there. I should probably check them, but they'll probably still be at the same time anyway. It's just clocks went by, doesn't it? So please do add in there if you want to put your service in, and please do share it with other people if you know that people are bored. There's no reason to be bored right now, I can tell you that. So what do we have on offer then? So we have got 11 things today. Now the first two we've already missed. So we had Vinyasa Flow with Jojo Drago this morning at 7:45, and we had 10 o'clock. We got meditation with Spiros. So the next thing on offer is 12 o'clock, which is it's delivered on Zoom, and it's with the Gaga dancers. And I think, if I'm right, it's donation based. So pay what you feel. And it's an hour of movement, of stretch, of expressive dance. So if you wanted to move your body a bit more, if you feel you've been static at home, remember moving the body is the quickest way to create a physiological change in the body to change your state. So if you're not feeling the best, but you're good enough in you to go, do you know what, I'm going to click that link, go on there. I promise you'll feel better afterwards. 12:30 today, we have the guided meditation with Lavinia Sanders. That's every single day on her Facebook Live on her page. And at 12:30 at the same time, we have the Tushita meditation, which is a meditation center. That's a mindfulness meditation at 12:30. If anyone's not experienced meditation, like going and doing a guided meditation is the easiest and simplest way to begin it all off, purely because I think it can help the mind to have something to focus on, to allow itself to navigate. Otherwise, you can feel like you don't know what you're doing. Honestly, there's no right or wrong way to meditate, but if you're beginning out, a guided meditation is definitely something I would recommend to people. So at 1 o'clock, we have got stretch session with Scotty Pepper. Anyone not experienced Scotty, he's the human equivalent of every animal that lives. He can walk, crawl, and jump in a multitude of ways. And so he's a phenomenal climber, stretcher, does personal training, all sorts of stuff. So I can definitely recommend Scotty. He's a good friend of ours. He's at 1 o'clock. That's on his, how's that delivered? Other. So I'm not too sure. He's obviously not using Zoom, and he's not using Facebook Live, so I should check in on that. 1 o'clock today, 1:11 today, we have the Cosmic Granny. I have a feeling that might not be happening today. So if you were looking forward to that, please just check in with her. That's at 1:11 every day. Because I think she's hosting something today, that something's happening in the community. And my heart and my love goes out to her for what she's doing today as well. 2 o'clock, Zoom, we've got the Gaga teachers again. Now it's various different teachers. So every single Gaga class is a very different Gaga class. So don't feel like they're the same. If you can't make the 12 o'clock one, you got one at 2. 5 o'clock today, my second favorite name to say on here is Radolesko. 5 o'clock, that is Pilates. 7 o'clock tonight, we have got story time, not just for kids. So this is nighttime stories for your children or for yourself. You do not have to have children to be entertained with beautiful stories. I should even connect Mara. If somebody knows who Mara Menzies is, please if you could put her in touch with me, although I can probably just find it from her Facebook link. Yeah, I'm going to get in touch with you, Mara, because I really want to connect you with Rihanna. See if Rihanna's watching us this morning. I don't know. We got Tim with us. We have Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Christian. Hi, Will. How you doing, man? I love what you're doing at the minute as well. We've got Bradley Reeson with us as well. Well, if Rihanna does join us, Rihanna, I want to connect you with Mara because you both tell kids stories, and I think there'd be a beautiful co-creation in there as well. And then at 10 o'clock, to round off every single day, we have Yoga Nidra, which with Uma Dinsmore, and that is like a peaceful meditation, calming breath at the end of a night to just send you off to a peaceful sleep. So you pretty much have got a full roster there with a tiny little bit of break to eat between 2 and 5 or 5 and 7. So if you've got nothing to do, just do all that. Where is it? Is it there? Yeah, it's here, isn't it? Just do all this right here. All this that you can do every single day. And if you can't do any of that today, but you can do something tomorrow, then just click some of the links that are in the description. Have a look what's on tomorrow and just fill your boots whenever you want. If you know people that are offering things, please get them to fill it in. Like the more we can have on here, the more variety we've got for people. I'd love some more things that are creative based, that are children based. So there's extra things that parents can check in with. It would be wonderful to be able to do that. So that is the roundup for today of what's on. I hope you found something useful in there that you can do. I try and do this every single day. I want to build it. I want different things in there. I do not want to own it. I want it to be something that can just be very fluid, that people can just put their thing into, and anyone knows I can check in there and get access to it. If you know other people that can make use of that list, give it to them. I do not mind whatsoever. If you know people that have got another list, let's combine them together. The easier, the better, the sooner that we can all literally become part of the new world we want to be in, which is a lowering of barriers, a combining of our works together to understand that there's no success of the self without success of the whole, which means either all the boats rise or none of us rise, because I can't rise on my own. And that's the same for everybody. So the sooner we move into this, then we move from a whole planet of bumping human beings into an elegantly organized group of human beings that we can call a civilization, a global civilization. So today we're talking about what will pass, because this time will pass. And I was speaking with a client yesterday to specifically on this subject. And I just want to say very quickly, because Rihanna's just come on. Rihanna, every single day at 7 o'clock, Mara Menzies does storytime reading for adults and kids. And it occurred to me today, why have I not connected you two? Maybe you already know her, maybe you've already been connected, but please have a look at that link, find Mara Menzies, get in touch, or I'll get in touch with both of you. But just do something, because you're both delivering the same thing with heart and with love. I'd love you to co-create something together. It would be wonderful. And good morning to Angelita as well. So this time will pass. And I was speaking with a client yesterday, and I've mentioned it before, but I really reiterated it yesterday, because if you have been attached to whatever is no longer here, and that might have been work, it could have been seeing your friends, it could have been the fact that you go out every single day to the gym, you'd be amazed at what can be considered an attachment. But you'll know if it's an attachment, because if right now you're lost because you don't have it, or you miss it in some way that's not necessarily benefiting you right now, then it's some form of an attachment. It's got you more than you've got it. But what I was sharing is that all things pass. Whenever people think they're bad times, or good times, they think they're going to last forever. They don't. Whenever people think they're bad times, they think they're going to last forever. They don't. All times pass, all of the time. And this time we're in right now, whatever country you're in, whatever level of lockdown that you're in right now, this time will pass as well. At some point it will not be here, and at some point it will just be back to, let's say, a new normal will have been created, whatever that might be, but we won't be in quarantine forever. But then at some point you will look back on this time right now, and you will look at it and question what you did. You'll look and question how you approached it, and you'll miss it You'll miss it in one way or another, because if there's one thing I've consistently heard from most people most of my life is, I don't have enough time. Even though we all have the same amount of time every single day. I don't have enough time to do all I want to do this, to do that, to whatever. And whenever it comes to things working on yourself, the biggest excuse I've ever heard is, I don't have time. I've got to look after my kids. I've got to look after my business. I've got to look after my family. I've got to look after, there's always something else to look after, and it's never looking after yourself. And if there's one thing all of us will have now, in one way or another, we either have lots of time, or we have lots more time with people we never had time with. So if you do have a lot of kids and they're in the house, I could totally understand you don't suddenly have an abundance of time, but you do probably have the one thing that at some point you either said you missed or you would have missed, which is time with your kids. And so whatever it is that we said we don't have time for, or we want more of, we probably have it now. And at some point we won't have it. And we'll look back, and what I don't want is for people to look back and say, I wish that I'd done it differently. Because the first week, yeah, chaos. Everyone's like, oh my God, like what? Like everything was turned upside down. Everything like that. 3 weeks ago, no one would have expected this would have happened. Some of us did, but it doesn't really matter. Like the majority of people were not prepared or ready for this. And yet here we are. So I really encourage right now to look at the situation you're in with love, with gratitude, to kind of go, okay, this is the situation I'm in. The question is, what am I going to do about that situation? How am I going to turn this situation into the greatest benefit I ever could for myself? Even if that's clearing stuff out of your house, even if that's tidying up. You might connect with some people you've not connected with in a while. They live in another country anyway, but you can't go there anyway. So you might as well connect with them on Zoom, Facebook, whatever you want to connect with. And I really want people to think about that. Because when this time passes, I want you to look back of it with fondness, not regret. You should never regret anything, but I definitely don't want you to look back at it and oh, I wish that I'd done this. I wish that I'd done that. Just like, what is it, the top? Brenda Bernstein, top 5 regrets of the dying. And she sat with like 10,000 people on their deathbed as a hospice worker. And she basically heard the exact same things from everybody. And she summarized them in 5 things. And I know the first one's like, I wish I didn't work so hard. I wish I'd realized how brilliant I was. I wish I'd forgiven more people. And I can't remember the last 2. If you know the last 2, like, let me know. But the point that I'm making is that everyone thinks whatever they think about their life. But here's this woman who sat with people at the end of their life, and after 10,000 people, they all said the same thing. And so when I first read that like years ago, I was like, so statistically, I'll probably say some of those things. So I should start to think about those. Now, it's one of the reasons I sold my business overnight like that. I was like, is this what I'm meant to be doing? Well, when I die, will I look back and go, yes, I'm really glad I did that. I'm super grateful for what I learned, but I realized at some point I may end up regretting this. So make a decision about it. And this time is exactly the same. At some point it will pass and you'll be able to look back. And I want you to think today, I want you to imagine that time in the future. Imagine what that's going to feel like when all of a sudden the world kicks off again. And not that I actually think it will begin exactly how it used to begin, but or carry on how it used to begin, how it used to be. So that's what I want to pass over for today. I want people to ponder that and think about it, and think about what they're doing in their life right now. How are you making the most of it? I gave up chocolate 2 days ago, and for anybody that knows me, it's a really big thing. I don't think I've not had chocolate or cake or sugar in years, every single day. And yesterday I felt like Gollum, like literally like angry. That's how much of a grip it's got on me. And I've done that because I want to use this time. I want to try and clean up a few things in my life. Oh. I don't have a cough button. Was Rihanna saying this morning, I'm loving this time. It feels safe and with no external pressure. I'm spending time reminding myself of the person that I was as a child. It makes me very happy. I do miss people though. I agree with everything you're saying there, and I definitely know what you mean about missing people. I feel more connected and less connected all at the same time. But it's really when we remove the other people from our life, or whoever that is, we're just left with us. And most people's would consider like insanity being left on their own in a room. But being able to be with yourself is really, really, really important. It really is. Angelita says she loves this. Thank you, Angelita. Will says, yes, brother. We've got smiley faces from Christian. Awesome. Will, I'm going to get you on here at some point as well. Christian, if you're still on, I haven't seen your name or company on any of those lists, and you must be doing something. So I tagged you in the other day. So if you are doing something, dude, then put it on that list. Put it on this list here, which is a list of everything that's on offer day by day. And it's automatically curated. There's a link in the top above. And we'll get your stuff on there as well, Mum. Okay. And you'll notice this little thing that's moving along the bottom here is your ability to join me live on StreamYard. So if you wanted to, you can either type it in, or I've also put it in the link above. But if you click on that link, boom, you will appear next to my face right here, live. Rihanna's done this before. And you can sing. You can sing, or you can share something if you want. I don't actually mind what you do. You are more than welcome to come and join me. Susanna's asking, I missed that then. Susanna says, Daniel, what platform are you broadcasting with? I love the look and feel of it. It's called StreamYard. If we can get you the I'll put a comment in here. It's called StreamYard. It's really, really, really useful. And it's very simple to use. It's very simple to use. I just realized that's not on there. So all we have left to do now is sing a song. So I've got a song for you today. You may know it. Just put this in here. Go. So I don't know where your question came from because it didn't pop up on here. But it's called StreamYard. The link's there. And if you want to use it, it is really, really cool. So I'm also doing on Sunday, I do a tech surgery once a week, or once a week as I can. So on Sunday, I'm doing a full surgery if you want. What's the person's name? I've just had to go live. Susanna Mara. So Susanna, if you want to come online on Sunday, it's at 6 p.m. How to use Zoom, how to get StreamYard on, how to live stream, just all these little things, little questions. So I'll do Q&As and I'll run through some stuff as well. So if you're in a business and you're wanting to find out how do I become more online, and I promise you, every single business can. Okay, I get it if you're a barber and you physically need people, that you can't do that, but there's so much more stuff you can do to raise your profile, to share, to give. You know, it's all cool when the waves are high and we're riding a surfboard, but true colors are shown when that wave crashes, where people's intentions are at. So you've got a real opportunity to step up and show up here. Look, this is, I want to give, I want to serve. So you could help people cut their hair at home. There's so many things you can do. You're still a leader. If you're running a business, even if you're not running a business, you're a sovereign human being. You have the full capability to go out there, to love, to help, to care, to support every single day. Anyway, don't get me started. I'll start ranting. All right, so this morning we have a song by Murray Kyle. And I want to make a note to the fact that I know I have more people listening than are on Facebook, and I don't know where you are, and I don't know how to see any comments. So to those people that are on YouTube and on the Katori Facebook page, thank you for joining us. I'm going to find a way to get the comments. I already have quite a decent amount of tech in front of me, but I will find a way. So if you are there, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a nice day. And If I have missed any comments, I do apologise. So Mary Kyle writes beautiful songs, connection songs, songs about the earth, and songs about life, all sorts of stuff. Beautiful singer and beautiful lyrics. So this is one of his songs, sung a bit differently to how you may have heard it if you do know it. Sit with a couple of people who sing it differently, and I prefer how they sing it, and it's easier on the guitar as well. So I sing it that way. So this is Reconnected by Mary Kyle. Every moment a miracle of life. Ancient wisdom has returned, walking on this path we learn that we are the ones been waiting for. We are the elders, we are the children, we carry with us all that's ever been. We are the vision, circling once again. And it is timeless, it is blossoming in the lives we live and the songs we sing. Reconnected to the spirit of the earth. Reconnected to the spirit of the earth. We are the elders, we are the children, we carry with us all that's ever been. We are the vision, circling once again. And it is timeless, it is blossoming in the lives we live and the songs we sing. Reconnected to the spirit of the earth. Reconnected to the spirit of the earth. Reconnected to the spirit of the earth. Reconnected by Mary Kyle. Hope you enjoyed that. Morning to Martin Wright, wherever you are, buddy. Speak to Moore Logat the other day as well. Do you remember Moore? Me and Martin went to school and to college together. So, you've learnt what's on. We've had a bit of discussion about things passing. This time will come to an end. Really want you to make the most of it and to see it as a golden, beautiful opportunity. And remember this. So all we have to do now is have a breath. Let me find my song. Okay. So I'm going to do a couple of breaths to finish off today, and you can all be on your way. Have a lovely day. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. If you've never done a breath and you thought it was a bit weird, give it a try. Nobody's looking. It's okay. Good morning to Carolina. You checked in just at the most beautiful time, Carolina. Find yourself somewhere comfortable. Close your eyes. Take your gaze inwards. Take a normal breath in. Lift your shoulders up and put them back and just let them drop. Body check. Okay. We're going to take a deep breath in now. Just let it out with a sigh. Take another deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Let it out with a sigh. Feel your shoulders drop. Take a breath in, nice and slowly if you can. Hold it at the top. Slowly let it out to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at the bottom, with your stomach empty, leave it empty. Leave your lungs empty. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it out slowly. And the last one. Breathe in to count to 6. Hold. 2. Return to some normal breaths. And just see if you can identify inside your body. See if you can identify your heartbeat. Always going on in the background. Rarely gets any attention. See if you can find a little bit of stillness inside the body. The rest of the day, whatever time it is about to begin. May you have a wonderful day. I hope you're able to reflect back on today and this whole time and say, I did the best I could. I made the most of it. And I'm a better human being as a result. That's my wish and intention for you today. So, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'll speak to you soon.